Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All here. Peters. Here. Shoulders.
Here.
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 Okay, well, darn, we don't have any public comment. So let's go on to the consent agenda. We have regular things that we normally have under there, and then we have a couple of special event permits. Any questions? Art, any questions?
No, I kind of reviewed them other than
Okay,
just there. No, look, I'll make a motion we approve. How's that?
great, thank you. All those in favor?
Walsh.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
Shoulders.
Yes.
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 Motion passed 6-0.
Okay, consent, or I'm sorry, new business, consideration of a special event permit for the community festival. That information is in there. There's a kind of a couple of different things that we're doing this year.
Mara wasn't able to attend tonight, but if you all have questions or anything like that, and you want answers to, I'm happy to try to get that information for you.
I love to see like the different flyers, different things with the information that's in there. I think that's good. I don't know that I've ever seen that before, so that was nice to see. What is it for? Is it going to the newspaper or just on Facebook? I would imagine probably.
Facebook for sure. They do a big Facebook push, and then they have banners they've always done that they'll have put up around the community. And I don't know if they do any News Gazette time, but they've done radio time in the past. And then Facebook, I think, was really successful for them in the last few years. Some like targeted, I don't know if it's ad buys or what it's called, but like where you push it, basically.
I don't know if you noticed, but there's several festivals or advertised in the IML magazine. That might be something. The next edition or call attention to it. You might not that you're gonna get that much traction, but somebody might find it of interest.
Sure, I'll share that with Nora.
What about, what's that thing that Jane DeLuce comes here for that we
Yes,
do?
I was
Yeah.
thinking that.
Could we
The
send it
visit.
to them too?
Sure.
City
I mean-
Council or whatever that is.
Yeah, I'm happy to forward it to her. And then the events and stuff is on our website and all that as well, so.
Okay, we will need a motion for this, right, to accept,
I'll make a motion to approve.
and I'll second.
Oh, by the way, we are bundling insurances for all these, like, so you'll see there's a carnival, there's a bunch of different. Everybody that needs to provide liability insurance to us, we're bundling this kind of all into a package, and then we're providing that to our insurance company and things like that. So that is happening on the back end.
Thank you.
And who is actually in charge of the festival committee?
Well, it's Nora's on it, and then I have to go back and look at the group who was approved to be on there, but there's a variety of people. I think there's 6 total that's on it. I don't know if there's like,
I would suggest that they have somebody next month have a report or just bring it up maybe on this, just what all's going on.
she was going to become, but she wasn't able to attend
Okay,
today,
well,
but she
I'm
planned.
saying next month. I mean,
Okay, after the event or before it's.
yeah.
No, either way, it don't
No,
matter.
before the event, kind of promote it. Just say, this is what we're gonna have. This is, in case you weren't aware of this.
Okay, I'll mention that to her.
I think it would be nice, since the village is involved also, that we get a report afterwards. I mean, I don't know, it has to be immediately, but get information together and then somebody come and provide that would be nice.
Yeah.
As well. Okay, do we need a motion for the consideration?
Where the.
Okay. Sorry,
Peters. Yes.
Shoulders.
yes,
Yes.
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 Paul.
Yes.
Motion passed 6-0.
Okay, we have the consideration and possible approval of the IDOT resolution for maintenance under the highway code. I'm guessing you're gonna talk about that, Joe?
Yeah, yes, we have to do this there's a variety of different resolutions that IDOT requires. Basically, we are coming up with a program budget for the year. And then they review and make sure that it's in compliance. And then we, go out to bid and all of those things, basically. And that's what you have in front of you. This year, it's a little different than what we've done in the past. In the past, we've just done a lot of oil and chip on a consistent basis. And this year there was a lot of time put into kind of looking through our map. And here is, if you all are curious, this is our oil and chip history from last year through 2020. And you all are welcome to look at it. The difference this year is instead of doing oil and chip, we're doing what's called like an asphalt patching, where they're addressing the base failures. And then next year coming in with oil and chip potentially as sort of oil and chip is this thinner, smaller layer that goes over when you have base failures. Those base failures aren't really being addressed whenever you do that.
But
So
it's not just an aggregate patch, it's a aggregate base with an HMA patch on it.
yes. So, but this is a little bit of a different approach. I don't know if I've given out enough of these for you guys, but. So this is basically, IDOT will review this. And then either approve it or send back revisions, and then bidding will go back, and then you all will get this back whenever bids are submitted. So still have a few more steps to go.
I do have a question, Joe. On the place that might get millings before you get milled before that, is that something IDOT will look at and say?
That's Sherman.
Uh-huh.
So you're talking about Sherman.
Uh-huh.
So that's not in here yet, but so this is part of the MFT proposal for this year. The next part is we also have these other bigger projects. And so we have some notorious sort of bad sections of road in town. One of those being Sherman, which is arguably the worst block in between Main and Third. And so that can be paid for with MFT dollars. And what would be proposed there is to mill that down and then put basically an asphalt over it, like we did with Evergreen, essentially, is what I think they're going to propose with that. But that's a totally separate process. We'll have to do another resolution for, basically. So that'll be coming at a later meeting.
Is Sherman currently oil and chip road?
It's currently I believe it's concrete.
And that patch, like west of it, or east of there is oil and chips, all right?
Yes.
East of Third.
And then the intersection with Main and is oil and chip. Yeah, the
Do we know
asphalt.
why that piece is bad?
Why it's bad.
Has anybody looked at it to figure out what's going on there as to why it's so much worse than everything around it?
Well, we've had our engineers and then, the previous public works directors looked at it, the current interim has looked at it. It's, I think it's just years of not doing it. There doesn't, from my knowledge, there doesn't appear to be anything like a stormwater issue or anything like that that's causing it to fail quicker. That hasn't come up in our conversations yet. I think it's just age and use and things like that. It does get quite a bit of use. I mean, that east-west and the south part of town, obviously Lincoln is probably our highest traveled street, but between Sherman and Evergreen's obviously highly traveled too, but the Sherman's pretty close there. It gets a lot of traffic. But I encourage you to go look at it. I mean, it's obviously bad. I mean, you shouldn't be holding coffee when you're driving on it, probably, you know what I mean? It's bad, but just trying to look for cost-effective ways to deal with it.
Any other questions?
Need a motion to approve,
Please.
motion to approve as presented.
Second.
I'll abstain.
Yes.
Yes.
Brett,
Yes.
Walsh,
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
Motion passed 5-0.
Looks like we don't have any old business. Okay, updates. Do you have something you wanted to comment about, Joe?
Yeah, there was some damage at our pickleball and tennis court, where there was some burn marks on the left. People were lighting fireworks off on it, so. I'm getting quotes for what it would cost to repair that, and, anyway, just pointing that out, and I'll let you know what I find out. The upcoming meetings, just to kind of be aware of what's coming your way. We'll obviously have the appropriations ordinance next meeting. The bid opening will be the first meeting in July for the church building. We have one more showing, which is June 17th, if you know anybody that's interested in coming to it. And then the audit is currently ongoing. They'll be on site the last week of June. And then also in your packet, we have this would be a discussion item for next meeting, but our code enforcement process here has been basically, we're somewhat limited in the sense that there's only so much we can do on a staff level. And then once we're not successful on a staff level of addressing some of these properties that are included in your packet, it typically has to go to an attorney for prosecution, basically. And so we only have so much money and so many resources to address those. We've addressed it about one a year has been what our cadence has been. But we could probably do two potentially, but what the mayor and I are hoping is to get y'all's input on which of these properties that we should prioritize, because we can't do all of them all at once. And just wanting to get a feel for which one should be focused on. But if you could take a look at this packet and then be prepared to rank them or give direction at the next meeting, that'd be helpful. When you're looking at it, I can adjust the format for next meeting, but the information comes first, then the pictures, and then there's a line that separates. So when you're looking at it, like, just keep that in mind, the information, then the pictures, so it's not, so you keep it in order. But that's all I have. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those.
Village attorney,
I don't have a report.
thank you. Village clerk, public works, nothing at this point. So, the mayor didn't leave me any updates. Are there any updates or comments from the Board of Trustees?
I did have I had a citizen reach out to me about kids on electric scooters and just concerned about hitting them, because they asked who's responsible for that. And I said, that's something you could turn over to the county. And I said, I don't know how you're going to legislate parental responsibility, on this. And the same concerns was like if you got minors driving a golf cart. And I said, it's something, it kind of goes back to the parents. But again, how do you legislate that? There's already a provision. You got to have a driver's license. You can see different kids don't. The scooters are another matter. In the IML magazine, they're talking about making laws for the electric bikes and that. So, matter of fact, I made a copy and I said, here you go. So she could read that. But it's something I think we'd be aware of.
I thought that Champaign County shared something about the rules that they have, the sheriff's office did.
I don't know what they got.
Where did they share it? Just on Facebook?
Do you look at Facebook? Facebook?
But it did talk about like the e-scooters being 18 and up.
Mhm.
It just,
They're talking about a mile per hour limit on them. If they go over 23 or 26. You've got to have.
I mean, that was all
That's
different
out of our
provisions in
hands.
that law. They're talking about different parameters on the bikes. But I don't know on like the scooters or the others. It's just something, I don't know, make the public aware of it. That if somebody hit them, if you hit them, in a crosswalk, liability, they didn't yield or anything like that. All these cars, a lot of them's got forward facing cameras, so, you know, the onus would be on them. It's not gonna help the kid that gets hurt, but it's something the parents should be making aware of, you know? Heck, why they might be doing the same thing, so,
Yeah,
I've had a lot of people complain about them lately.
yeah.
I'm afraid it's just a matter of time before a kid gets hurt.
Mhm.
On those scooters, it did, whether they go 12 miles an hour or 35 miles an hour,
Mhm.
they're blowing through stop signs, they're not looking.
Hey, I already lost the bet on the bike trail. I figured when somebody get hit right here on Main. Across. It didn't happen, so that's good. Maybe the kids won't. That's the only thing.
Anybody else?
Oh, man.
I guess that means our meeting is adjourned. Please, motion.
Second.
Aye.
Also.
Oh, I think I got